Hello, I'm Brian Bild, and I'm here to talk about rhyming poems and more about the craft of it, not just the inspiration. So, I have no daily schedule or weekly schedule of when I sit down and write. If I don't have the thought or the theme in my mind, it doesn't work for me. So this is quite different from the way people do fiction. Fiction is their normal instructions are write for 2 hours per day, regardless of how you feel. I average only 24 poems a year. And I don't write in summertime either. My best ideas come in the morning right when I wake up. Frequently while I'm in bed, my mind is relaxed and it will associate more things with one another than during the normal day. If I put together a poem these days, from start to finish, it could average about 2 to 3 hours per poem. That's just the way it is. Sometimes I'll have thoughts that roll around in my head for even decades. And then eventually they'll come out as a poem. So like I mentioned before, being patient is helpful. There are such things as 20-minute poems, good ones, even longer ones, but they don't happen that much. You just have to kind of sit down and work through it. Normally, each poem would have, I'll say, forward it maybe as many as 8 verses, but when I run out of ideas, I stop. It's one of those situations. As far as your thoughts are concerned, they'll probably, in a sense, haunt you. In other words, you'll be thinking about something, your mind goes to something else rather than what everybody else is thinking about in the same situation. So don't get upset about that. That's just all the way it is. Your mind gets put together. Even the best poets are known for only typically a handful of poems. So go for quality rather than quantity. And there, in all likelihood, will be a delayed appreciation for your poems. Poems are not sort of bestsellers or kind of motivate people immediately. It's something that people usually think about for a period of time. Now about rhyming poems and the form. Rhyme schemes can be anything. I've had them where I was rhyming the 5th lines and stuff like that, but that's just happenstance. I typically have 4 lines to a verse with the 2nd and 4th lines rhyming. Date your poems. That will give you a way to organize them. Once you get over about a dozen poems, you're going to want to have some organization to what you have in your poems. What you're looking for is a good theme, and then for line 2, you need a good rhyme, something that will encourage the rhyme that's going to come on the 4th line. So you just keep that in mind and keep working at it. I go through the alphabet with the sounds. So that works as well as anything for me. So you'll be rhyming typically on long vowel sounds. A and E sounds, and then sounds that are not just a pure vowel sound. So keep that all in mind. So you'll look for rhyming on something like the word day or B or C. The next form that at least I use are couplets. I've never really liked sonnets, so I don't usually do them. But couplets are something else. That's when you get two lines, and line 1 and line 2 have the same end sound. And I say that that's because they're holding hands, they're so close. The final thing, and it matters, is your syllable count. It's not a rigid thing, but you want to get something that flows. You'll need sounds and rhythms as much, if not more, than your syllable count. Contractions work well, like I or would've, that sort of thing. So you just keep counting. What I'd like to do is read a very short poem, and I think it flows quite well. And then I'll tell you what's unusual about it, okay? Where are my slippers? My slippers kept slipping away. They wanted to go out and play. Without a word, being self-assured, they simply go out and play. I'd have to catch them each day because they just slip away. For a jolly good time, a skip and a rhyme, my how they'd slip away. Compulsively slipping away, on their own, so they say, to be with their friends, having fun without end, playing slipper games all day. What's unusual about that is, at least in my opinion, it does seem to flow the way it's constructed. But if you sit down and do syllable counts on it, particularly the last part of each verse is not going to work out as a simple cadence. So don't let the syllable counts really set you in a pattern. Use the sounds, use the flow, and just keep working at it. Like I said, you'll need to be patient. So thank you very much.